Good afternoon, Veterans Council, Veterans Facebook and YouTube fan. How you doing? We're doing our local update for the podcast that we're going to be having starting every week, every Friday. We're going to have a podcast that's going to address the local resources. In our case, it's going to be the Hillsborough resources for veterans and their families as they come to this upcoming holidays. I really believe with the holiday by itself is already stressful, but when you take it out on top of veterans and COVID-19 and stuff, it's going to make probably the most challenging holidays we're going to have. And I think we got to be prepared for that. And that's what Veterans Council Veterans doing. We're trying to get ahead of the power curve by identifying the resources in your area. Because anybody who's been in the military, you don't start preparing for the PT test the day of the PT test. You got to plan ahead. So in this case here, what you guys are going to see is what we're doing to try to prepare by identifying your local resource. Let me look at that. I want to give you an update on what we're doing this week. You see right here, we've already had last Friday, we had camaraderie resources. We had a lot of great things going on. This Friday, we're going to be talking to the mayor of Tampa Mayor, Jane Castor, on one resource that's available in the Hillsborough and Tampa area. The following week, we're going to be having the Bay Area Legal. We're going to be discussing about evictions and domestic violence and other kind of things. 13th November, we're going to be having the homeless veterans. As you see on there, we're going to be then on the 20th, we're going to be talking to the Tampa City Councilman Luis Vieira. Everybody knows Luis. Luis is out there grinding, so he knows what the resources that are out there. On the 27th, we're going to have several nonprofits that provide support to veterans and their families. Introducing them. One of them is going to be Paint 22, Belicia. The 4th of December is we're going to focus on the veteran family. So on that particular day, we're going to have some licensed marriage and family therapists and others that are going to talk about some of the stresses that families have to deal with when it comes to the holidays, but with COVID-19 as well. So definitely stay tuned to that. On the 11th of December, we're going to talk about domestic violence, and it's going to be the host is going to be the spring. Everybody in this area knows about the spring. They deal with domestic violence. Domestic violence increases. Increases during holidays, and when you have this COVID-19, we can really see a spike. And we want people who want to do two things. People who are not thinking about it. We need to get the tools now to sit there and try to prepare yourself so you don't fall into the trap of domestic violence. And then finally, if sadly a veteran or families do find themselves in domestic violence, they know the resource they get into. So that's something we want to increase. But I'm very excited about Friday's guest, Tampa Mayor Jane Castor, as she talks about the resources that are available for our podcast. I do want to speak of something kind of special right here. This actually today in St. Pete, the guy you see on my right, that is Lieutenant General retired William Lennox. And William Lennox, and I worked for William Lennox when he was the Chief of Staff for 3 Corps in Fort Hood. Now at that time I was a captain, and he was a brigadier general, so he really know me. Okay, I was kind of like way down on the totem pole. But I was the one that worked in G3 and how to get the operation order together, which is why I totally emphasize collaboration with everything we do. And the Lieutenant General Lennox, West Point, he was a former superintendent for West Point, and now he's in Florida. I met his wife too, and he's ambassador for the Heroes Mile. And we in Veterans Council Veterans gonna work together and see the things we can do, because me and Lieutenant General Lennox have the same mentality that veterans do it better. Veterans do it better. There's already been a study out there that said 77% of veterans and families would prefer a veteran as a counselor, and we think we just bring that trust. So that's something that General Lennox believe in, we believe in too. And with that kind of synergy, we should do something really good for the Hillsborough and Pinellas and Orlando area. So that's General Lennox. Just want you guys to know about that. As I said earlier before, Friday at 11 o'clock. If you can't make it, then tape it. But we're going to be talking to Tampa Mayor Jane Castor. We're going to talk about the resources that Tampa may have, or the partnership they have with the county when it comes to homelessness, when it comes to the evictions and all that kind of stuff. So stay tuned. Finally, I always say sharing is caring, and sharing is caring. And so far, these particular individuals are, I really think that when it comes to sharing and caring, it's worth announcing who's doing that sharing. So in this case here, we got Kelly Schutzbach. Thank you, Kelly, for sharing. Richard Ramirez. Thank you, Richard, for sharing. Larry Roberts. Larry Roberts is an American Legion. He's a VNR for the department. He's always out there grinding. Thank you, Larry. Anna Tanzilla is sharing. Thank you, Anna, from Karate Foundations. She's the development manager. Jerry Knopf. Thank you very much, Jerry, for sharing. Sharing is caring. And I'm also part of a couple of sites that Jeffrey is part of. So thank you again for that. And finally, but not least, Kim Ostrander, Rich Patterson, thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. You don't know if when you're sharing, you may be passing a blessing on someone else. So share this. Let people know what's going on as the holidays come up, and you never know, later on they may come back and thank you. So let them know about what's going on with Veterans Council Veterans and the local resources every Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, Facebook Live on our Veterans Council Veterans Inc. Page. You like that page, and you will see all of our broadcasts. You can see it right there in front of you. There's something for everyone. Please share it. I'm guaranteeing you, there is somebody out there that's going to be blessed by this sharing. Finally, so okay, that's it, guys. Just want to give you a quick update on what's going on with our Know Your Resources as the holidays come on. We still got a couple more weeks for Veterans Day. Then we got Thanksgiving. Then we got Christmas coming on. So definitely share. We need to know your resources. Until then, this is Tony Williams from Veterans Council Veterans, out.